Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we are here on Ride 5, but you'll probably notice that things do look a little bit different than the last time we played this game. So if you did see my community post yesterday, you would actually know that I have got a new PC now, and that's probably the reason why there's not been so many videos lately, so I do apologise for that one. Basically, I have been quite busy, and then basically last weekend was when I was supposed to be getting the PC, so I kind of didn't record anything on my old computer because I didn't have to transfer it over and for the quality to differ or anything. Then I got my new PC. Initially, I had a problem with the graphics card, so I had to wait a few days to get a new one, so I didn't get that until the middle of the week, and then I've just been trying to actually set up the PC and get everything transferred across, so I've been a little bit busy with that, so I do apologise about the lack of videos lately, but hopefully now everything should be a little bit better. We can finally play this game as it was intended, because previously, of course, we were playing in potato settings, as some of you guys like to say in the comments below. I did get a lot of comments about that, and fair enough, because it did look kind of bad, I guess, with the graphics settings, but I had to have it turned down that much just to get a reasonable frame rate, and now I've got a really good frame rate, no screen freeze or anything like that, so should be a much better experience for this game and all the other games as well. MotoGP 23, for example, now runs a lot better, no screen freezes there, better graphics there, same with SBK 22 and things like that, so hopefully moving forward we should be a little bit better. But today we're doing a day to night transition race here at Suzuka. You can see I've got 60 times speed, 5 laps, so that should take us from day to night. So without any further ado, let's head down to the grid and get this race started. So here we are then at the back of the grid. 20th position. We've got 5 laps, of course, like I said. How far up the order can we get? Lights out and away we go. A pretty decent initial launch. We go to the right-hand side as we go down towards the first corner, because the AI are pretty bad off the line. Diving on the inside to turn 1. It's getting pretty close. We're already up into the top 8, top 7 there. And of course, as you'll have seen earlier, we are on 120% difficulty, so this is the hardest AI setting, but the art is pretty bad off the start. We've had a fantastic start, though, up to 7th place already. So 13 riders passed already. It's going to be 14. Oh, the front went there. There's been a little bit of contact with Patrick Holmes, but fortunately, we were able to stay on the bike and actually get up into P6, but it was pretty close, and he's almost running me at the back here. Obviously, in this first sector, the AI do have a pretty big advantage. The front end was going there. The front really does seem to sort of go on this game, but you get some massive tank slappers. I think I remember seeing, actually, I think it was a YouTube short by Dr. Ace not that long ago, where he got a massive tank slapper. I think it was at Daytona, if I'm not mistaken. That looked really, really horrendous, so definitely something that seems to happen in this game. But we have now been re-overtaken, down to 7th position once again, because Izo Nakano has overtaken. I think he's actually on the same bike as us, so we don't really have much of an excuse. In fact, okay, well, I've just been knocked off, so that's not the ideal way to start this. So we're actually back down to 20th position once again, as we're knocked off the hairpin. We're still on the back of the pack, so to be honest, I think I will just keep going and see what we can do. And if I'm being truthful, this is actually the second time that I'm recording this. I actually did record this yesterday, but unfortunately the video came out in the wrong resolution, so the video looked really bad. That was an issue with OBS. I don't record with OBS a lot, so that was a setting that I had overlooked. Obviously I set the resolution correctly initially, but there's an extra setting that then converts it afterwards for some unknown reason. But I'm riding on the grass. I was about to say I'm looking at the gap and I'm 7 seconds behind, but I'm basically riding on the grass because I suppose you ride where you're looking. But I need to get my head down and try and catch up to this pack, because we're going to fall behind otherwise. So here we are then at the start of lap 2, and we are gaining into turn 1 a little bit on Andrea in front of us. Andrea Devecchi, or Devecchi? Yeah, it's probably Devecchi, it's like Bezecchi, I guess, isn't it? So yeah, so Andrea Devecchi needs to try and catch him and pass him as soon as we can, because he's dropping back from the rest of the pack. So really, we need to pass him and get back in the mix. Unfortunate that we did get knocked off, because I was kind of hoping that we'd put a fight towards the front, but you know, that's just how it is with milestone games. The AI do just ride like you're not there, effectively. I feel like the worst for actually knocking you off on ride than MotoGP, but I don't think they actually hit you as often as the MotoGP AI do. It just seems like it's easier to crash in ride from a little incident. I don't know what you guys think about that one, but you can see we are now starting to get some sunset. It is coming towards 6:30 local time. You can see we've obviously got on 60 times speed, so we should get the transition fairly shortly. And we are actually closing up to Andrea still, so hopefully maybe we can be looking at a pass. Oh, okay, I'll just cut the chicane. I actually didn't get a penalty for that, so that's a bit strange. I certainly cut the corner. We're all over the back of him through Spoon Curve now, and it really, really is a nice looking sunset. I must say the game does look so much better in the settings. I'm actually running them on Ultra now, the highest settings they could be, which is a massive change from what they were before. I think they were on medium to low, depending on different things. I did have to turn down quite a lot for my old laptop, but I've got a much more powerful PC now. And as we go into the famous 130R, the lights come on, and there you go, no stutter at all. Previously, my game basically died when there was a time transition like that, but fortunately on this new computer it is working so well. And through the chicane we've made some time up, but there's a couple of riders actually down at the chicane, so we're now in front of Rena Ono, and somebody else. We're right on the back of Andrea now, so we should be able to pass him down towards turn 1. Yes, we can, and it's now fully night time as it goes past 7 o'clock. Whoa! Andrea just rammed us out of the way through the second part of the first corner. It's counted as turn 2 there, but it's actually still called first corner. We've got a BMW on the inside as well, so we're really struggling here. I'm not making the inroads I thought I would, unfortunately, because we're already on lap 3 and we're right near the back. I mean, I know we got knocked off, but I kind of expect that we'd have passed Andrea by now. We're actually sort of losing time because we're being attacked, and I think that's really not helping, to be honest with us. And we've just... Are you joking me? So after that complete brake check, I thought we'd give this one another go, because let's be honest, we weren't getting a very good race here, were we? So let's give this one another try. Lights out, and away we go. Hopefully this time, AI don't knock me off, but you know what it is. They do like to do that sometimes. As we go into turn 1, I've braked very deep. We've kind of forced an AI out of the way a little bit there, but you know what? They hit me enough times in the previous attempt at this, so I think it's more than fair for me to have a little bit of contact back. We're up into 9th place, so not quite as good a start as last time, but we might... I was going to say we might be able to take advantage, but actually not going to be able to. I can see Reno Ono up the road. Oh, we're at the inside of Casey Walker. Oh, okay. Oh, no. I don't know how we stayed on there. The front was really chattering because we got a lot... We had a big bit of contact. The bike sort of lost... I can't lost the front, really, and it somehow saved itself. We got an MV Augusta at the inside of us here. I'm trying to get him into the first Degner. No, he's actually going around the outside to the AI. Oh, again, the bike is just snappy. The little bits of contact are really unsettling this bike. But yeah, as I was going to say, the AI seemed very fast through the corners. But here we are towards the hairpin. We've got to watch out. We got knocked off last time, and the AI has gone in massively wide. In fact, 2 of them got in wide because someone further up the road had gone wide as well. But I don't know who that was just behind us. Absolutely flew into the corner, completely messed it up. And we've still got an MV Augusta at the inside, so actually back down to 11th place. We're still being beaten up a little bit, but we have made it further around without getting knocked off this time than we did in the previous attempt. To be fair, maybe I'm not quite as good at this game as I am the MotoGP game, so 1 to an AI probably is a little bit too high. I mean, even in that game I guess it is, so some tracks, so it does depend track to track, but it does seem to me that the AI have got an advantage. I'm pretty sure that bike there that's overtaken us, the Finnish rider, Nico Reiter, or yeah, I believe that's how it probably would be pronounced, has got slicks on, so we are at a bit of a disadvantage as we got the inside to 130R. That's a brave place to make a pass, especially with a bit of contact there. But you know what, I'm not having any of it, and unfortunately Mark McLeod was trying to take advantage, but we have actually managed to keep in front of him as we approach the chicane. Watch out here, because again the AI get a little bit crazy, and we've actually managed to force our way past Casey, although Casey's back through again. Another rider on a set of slicks. I think he's actually on a Hayabusa there, but he's not got a very good run out the corner. But unfortunately, again, that Mark McLeod getting involved. But we've re-overtaken him again down towards turn 1, so we're back up into P9. Although he's back up the inside of us because I didn't actually quite pull it down properly. I thought I was actually going to run off the track initially, but fortunately we didn't. And we have now been overtaken by Casey Walker again. So it seems like, especially in this first sector, the AI do have some massive advantage. And I did actually find that last time I tried to race here, they did seem to have a huge advantage, especially back in the career mode as well. I think we did a short race here and I just dropped to the back. And we got overtaken very briefly there by Kang Wu. We got back in front of him, so some of the names are a bit familiar. I remember Kang Wu from the career mode, but a lot of these other guys, I don't know if I've particularly raced a lot. We need Fast Charlie, really. That's that's the guy that's missing. If we had him, at least we'd be beating someone in the race. But up the inside of the hairpin on Casey, he hangs it around the outside. You can see now we also had to get a bit of that sunset once again, like we did in the previous attempt. Pretty much the same part of the track, although I think we are actually slightly further around than last time. And okay, you know what, I'm not having that because I've just got brake checked again by the AI, and I don't want to have to record this for like a 3rd time, so we'll just use a rewind. I know it's a little bit weird, but it is just one of those videos where I'm just sort of doing a random race, so I can kind of do it if I want to. We've got a good run here. Once again, we've kind of ran to the back of him a little bit. don't know what it is with the AI in this game. They're so slow in some parts of the circuit. And to be fair, he has just hung it around the outside into Spoon. A little bit of contact, although that was on his part this time. And now it's just been rammed by the Yamaha rider. So I really don't know what's happening. The AI just could turn it underneath me because they've got those slick tyres. Massive advantage, although I've got probably a bit of a power advantage. Oh, the Yamaha just rams him up the back. So actually gives us a free position there. And into 130R, probably overcooked that one. I definitely overcooked that one. And the lights come on once again. And I've just lost both the places. But into the chicane, come on. I've got to risk it. I've got to risk it. But the AI risking it even more. To be honest, I think I'd rather be in their position. If you're wondering why I haven't got the slick tyres on, by the way, it's a rented bike. I don't actually have this bike because it's it's pretty much the Honda MotoGP bike. It's the one they did for the road, the RC213VS, I think it was called, which is based on the open bikes. We've got a double slipstream there as we go down towards turn 1. Once again, we overtake Casey Walker, but we haven't been able to overtake Kang Wu. But look at the inside of Kang Wu, but he holds it around the outside in fairness to him. But on this occasion, I've kept with Kang Wu a lot better, so try and get a good run out of Degner too, but he's got that advantage. He seems to have a bit more power and possibly slick tyres. I'm not sure. He might actually be on road tyres as well, in fairness. It's kind of hard to see. It's hard to see the tread when the tyre's spinning, but especially when it's night time. It's even hard to see. But you can see I'm under my lap time by quite a bit. I think that's both me sort of just getting used to the game and the bike a little bit, and of course the circuit, but I think also just the fact I wasn't attacked in Sector 1 on this occasion, so it allowed me to actually take some decent racing lines. Well, as decent as my racing lines can be. It looks like here we're going to have another interesting moment on the back straight, because it seems like Kang Wu is close up to the back of Hirokazu Moriwaka. And they've both just abandoned me out the corner, and hopefully this time we finally got rid of Casey Walker as well, because we're 7 tenths in front of him going onto the straight, and we know we have a big advantage over him down towards 130R. And Kang Wu has pulled the pass on Hirokazu. And can we try and pass them down towards the chicane, try to go around the outside of Hirokazu? Just not going to happen, is it? Never going to pass around the outside. And oh, Kang Wu's down! And so was Leon Graham. He was the race leader, actually, I think, Leon Graham. So, race leader down. But Kang Wu losing the front. AI having some strange moments through the chicane. But there we go. Fastest lap of the race. Well, my personal best lap of the race. 2:09.1 there on that lap. And there we are, up into the top 10. I'm hoping maybe we can just try and get this 9th place. Because I don't think we're going to pass Leon Graham. Because obviously he's miles quicker than us. Because he's crashed and he's still ahead of us. So I must say, we're looking pretty racy here. On the back of him. Oh, a bit of a moment there into the first deck. No, I go around the outside. I lost the front. That's why I rode into him. The front end on this game is just basically non-existent. It folds very, very easily. And all of a sudden, we got a guy right behind us as well. As we go through turn 10 into the hairpin. He's just going to tip it across me. Why did the AI do this? We've actually made the place upon him. I know there was a bit of contact there, but he turned in on me and then sort of rolled off the throttle a little bit, because it's like as if he realised I was there, and I just thought I'd force it to fit, because again, I got rammed enough by the AI. I've kind of had enough of it, and someone very fast was coming up behind, and I wanted to put a bit of a gap into him. And let's see what we can do now ahead of us. There's a bit of a battle going on. Mark McLeod from earlier on, Leon Graham battling as well. Mark McLeod seems to be hung out to dry, and there's been someone sent to the Shadow Realm. Mark McLeod it is, at 130R. So we should be close enough to him to hopefully try and make a pass into the chicane. But again, nothing you can do. You can kind of outbrake there on the entry a little bit. And, okay, we've just been absolutely rammed by... What is going on here? Like, 2 of the AI have just cut the corner. We're still in the same position somehow. I think these guys were in front of us already, potentially. But yeah, Leon Graham, actually it was the race leader, my apologies. I don't know how I forgot his name so quickly. He was the guy that was miles in front, so that's why we're only 2.5 seconds off the race lead now since he crashed. But we are just being attacked now. We've just been re-overtaken by Hirokazu once again. So here we are. Can we try and make the pass into the hairpin once again? Trying to go around the outside through turn 10. Seems to be pretty much my best part of the track. And he tries to hang it around the outside once again like he did before. Try to pick up the throttle. Lack of torque in this game. Really, there should be a lot of torque for this bike. It is, again, like I said, of course, it's basically the MotoGP bike for the road. I mean, I know it's a bit different, obviously, but it was a special edition thing they did make. I've just seen that Leon Graham has somehow retaken the lead, so to be fair, if he manages to win this one, he thoroughly deserves it, because he's had a crash, although a lot of the AI have had crashes. You can see this pretty aggressive battle going on in front. I must say, I think maybe I have the aggression setting for the AI pretty high, like from last time I played the game, so that actually might be why. I kind of forgot that it's a separate slider, isn't it? So the AI probably being very aggressive. That's probably why all these accidents keep happening. But I'll tell you what, it does spice things up, so Fair enough, as we go through 130R for the final time. In fact, Eon Westall has now taken the lead, so Leon Graham, she lost it once again, and down towards the chicane for the final time. Is there going to be any positions for us to make up? Yes, there is. Someone is down at the chicane, so we get up into 8th position, but I tell you what, this has been one chaotic race here on Ride 5, and I'll absolutely take 8th place, especially when you look at the performance points. Leon Graham actually finished 3rd, so he didn't even finish 2nd, so he got mugged by a couple of riders there. If you look at the performance points, actually, the guy that won... Okay, I have no excuse. I have no excuse. I was about to say, okay, the guy that's won's got lower performance points than us, but he probably had slicks. He had stock tyres, so he had a better bike and the same tyres. So, really, not much excuse for me to have lost to him there, aside from the fact that he was probably just better. But yeah, that was pretty chaotic, it must be said. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed that one. Just thought I'd do a little video on this game just to kind of show off the new PC in a way, just to kind of explain obviously why I've sort of been away a little bit. And hopefully just to give a bit of a teaser of what's to come. We can finally play this game properly, we can play the MotoGP game properly. I know we could pretty much play MotoGP fine, it was Ride really that we have in a lot of performance issues with, but I was having a lot of screen freezes and stuff on the MotoGP game and the graphics were a little bit lower, but now I can have the maximum graphics, good frame rates on those, and hopefully the video quality looks a little bit better as well. I won't actually know till I've fully edited it and rendered, of course, so I won't know at this point, but hopefully you guys do think the videos are going to be a little bit better quality now. Let me know what you think as well. If you are new to the channel, please do like the video and subscribe. It does really help me out, and of course it's a win-win for both of us because you get to see more bike game racing content in your subscription feed. Before I go, I do just want to say, of course, MotoGP 23 career mode will be back as soon as possible. Of course, same reason why it's not been any other videos, you know, with the whole PC thing. I was going to record on the old laptop as it actually was at the time. I was playing on a laptop for the last couple of years. But then I thought I'd wait till the new computer came, but then of course it wasn't working. So yeah, lots of issues. So I do apologise, and you know, just being busy as well with different things. But it should be back pretty shortly. But like I said, I hope you did enjoy this one. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you're all staying safe, and I shall see you in the next one.